are one fine warrior, brave, wise.
It started with 20,000 contestants and then moved to 18 contestants, and now we have 5 contestants. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking about the Gouda Ultimate Search. I would like to call today's events an emotional one. Now let's talk about all that went down today. Now first of all, we start with a new day. The contestants wake up to a riddle which they actually had to find, go find a missing piece to the map. Damola finds the third piece to the map, which means that they need I think 3 more pieces to fill up the map for them to know how to go and get Akolo's chest. Now they get back to the camp, and that was when Odudu finds a new pet. Apparently Odudu found a chameleon and he was so fascinated by it. He was just so drawn, and people were like, what's going on? Why is this guy so obsessed? Now let's talk about today's task. Today's task was called the game of arrows. Now this is what the contestants had to do. At the task ground, they only had Kunle, who was there to talk to them about their task. Now each contestant was given 10 boxes. What they had to do with those boxes was to move those boxes to the opposite side without touching the ground. Their feet must not get to the ground. Now when they get to the opposite side, they'll have to take their archer's glove, the bow and the arrow, and then they can now get down. The game starts and each of the contestants move their boxes quite interestingly to when they got to the opposite side. Then they used the boxes to build their ladder, and then they took off their bow and the arrow and of course their archer's glove. Now getting down, another instruction is that each contestant must hit the bull's eye for you to be a winner or for you to qualify for the next stage of the Gouda Ultimate Search. Now starting this game, they started hitting and hitting. The first person to hit a bull's eye was Chidima, and I feel like, to the surprise of some people, they were like, how come Chidima? But anyway, she actually was the first person. Now the second person to hit the bullseye was Odudu. The third person to hit the bullseye was Damilola. We were left with Damola, Rachel and Esitima. The first person to hit the bullseye was Damola, and we were left with Esitima and Rachel. Now after the 5th round of hitting and throwing the arrows, at the end of the day, Esitima hit 40 and then Rachel hit 60. Well, I know you know what that means already.
You think you could have done better?
I could have done better, sir.
Apparently, Esitima was not happy. Now, going back to the camp, before the time for the place of the talking drum, Esitima first of all jokes around, telling people, come and get my property before I leave. And then when it was night time, Esitima breaks down as she preempts her eviction and then she cries. Now, something quite interesting happened. Damola calls Esitima aside and he prays for her. Seriously, this is something that we're not privy to see before, but honestly, Esitima has been a very strong contestant, so I believe I understand why the contestants would have been feeling that way about Esitima leaving. Now, going to the place of the talking drum, of course, Toke was there waiting for them, and then it rains.
The Council of Elders have sent us some showers of blessings tonight. See this as a sign of good luck.
Now, for all those who have gone for their National Youth Service Corps program, which is the NYSC, you know that anthem, under the sun and in the rain, with dedication and selflessness. Apparently, these guys sat in the rain for today's session of the place of the talking drum. Now, Toke takes the contestants through the events of the day, talking about the task, talking about finding a chameleon, talking about Esitima and her performance. And then Toke calls on Esitima, and then Esitima was evicted from the Gouda Ultimate Search.
Esitima, yes, ma'am. You are one fine warrior, brave. You're hereby evicted from the Gouda Ultimate Search.
You see why I say tonight's episode was quite emotional. Even Toke was like, girl, you did well and we are very proud of you. Well, definitely we wish Esitima the very best. She has a boomerang, so let's see what happens at the end of the day. But right now, guys, we have the top 5 contestants of the Gouda Ultimate Search Season 12. We have Chidima, Damilola, Odudu, Damola, and of course Rachel. And we can't just wait to see what's going to happen, because going forward, things are about to get more intense right here in the camp. I would like to say, let the adventure begin.
One by one, you will rise or fall.
Good night.